Hello comrades, and today we're going to show to you why you should use a torque wrench instead of impact wrench. Otherwise, this is going to happen to you.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, that didn't look too nice, did it? Well, so some story behind the stuff, why it happened and how it happened, and actually how and why it happened, my comrade Lucas gonna tell you more about it. So me and Lucas went to amazing track day event, Gran Turismo track days in Spa, and we took the GTS and the A45 that you see over here. And it's actually missing a wheel right now. Well, I'm sitting on it, but the problem is, yeah, the nuts or the bolts kind of broke off, as you can see here. So the reason we're making this video is to explain to you why it happened and how you can prevent this. And most importantly, before everyone gonna say, oh, Renntech is a piece of shit company, we're not gonna go there. No, this is not the thing. The reason for this, when we went to the track day in Spa, because this car is mostly like kind of everyday-ish car, combined with a track car. We had a separate set of wheels for it, and well, we didn't have time to change it properly here, and we decided, hey, let's stop on the way to Spa and change it over there. We did so, we went there, and the company that changed the wheels for us, unfortunately, used this thing. Well, not exactly this thing, but similar to this, you know what I mean. And when we said, hey, shouldn't you use the torque wrench to check if everything's okay? So, no, it's, we always do it like that. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be completely fine. We always do it like that. I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe. We didn't think much about it because what we experienced, or what I experienced shortly after, never experienced this before, and you saw it on the video already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them broke off. And yeah, we're not going to mention the name of the company who's responsible for it, but we want to show you why this happened and how you can prevent this. So I'm going to give the word to my comrade Lucas, who can now explain to you what's up and yeah.
Yeah, basically, there's not so much to say. Engineers and technicians should basically know what can happen to a screw or some other like metal thing when it is overstretched. There is a special test, it's called tension testing, to check in the material science the strength of material. And here is the best example of what happens to a screw when it was overstretched. So for those who are interested in this, you can, for example, Google stress-strain diagram or tension testing. Then you will exactly know what's going on with the material. It is, you know, when it's been overstretched like this with a torque wrench. The problem, not with a torque wrench, excuse me, with the gun. You don't really know how much torque this produces because it depends firstly on the air pressure used. So there's a data sheet coming with it. But mostly if you just put it, let's say in this example, on 3 and have full air pressure on the system, it may be that the screw will be locked with 400 Newton meters or something like this. So it will be overstretched. In the end, this is how it will look like. So just better use a proper torque wrench set to the level what is, you know, to be used by the manufacturer. In this case, it's only 120 Newton meters for this car and these screws. It can be 180 with a AMG GTS, for example. So everyone should better know exactly which torque to use to tighten the screws, first of all. And then, yeah, if you're using different type of wheel sets, let's say, better go with also different screws and regularly change the screws if you're going on the racetrack.
Okay, thanks a lot for this amazing explanation, Comrade Lucas. So if you have amazing Mercedes make sure to stop by and tune it by him. He has also some aero upgrades and everything if you don't want to go this fast, because as you could have seen in my video, I was overtaking Porsches and chasing GT3 RSs and everything. So the car is really amazing. But yeah, just some explanation and some additional things. Why was it exactly the front left wheel that came off? Because it's the wheel that experienced the most of, well, kicks in the ass, or kicks in the wheel in this, or kicks in the nuts. Well, that's not the nut, it's the ball that came off. Well, you get what I mean, basically. So, because first of all, the front wheels have the most impact on them because you brake, and by braking, we kind of broke off the wheel, so it's like kind of a pun here. But no, by braking, you put more stress on the wheel and so on. And by going on a racetrack, which is a European racetrack, where you go clockwise instead of like New South Wales racetrack in Australia, where you go counterclockwise, there are a lot of turns to the right, and therefore you stress the left wheel. So that's why it came off. One thing I want to say is that also check out the video probably somewhere here in the in the right upper corner, when me and Lucas went on a Nürburgring, on a Nordschleife with this car. If that would have happened there, current damage is about 10,000 euro, only this. I think we would have had slightly more damage, plus additional barrier damage, plus another member of the Bongard Club, plus this, plus that. So I'm kind of happy that it only happened in Spa, where I was going about 80-ish kilometer into Brussels. And the corner name was Brussels, and I always wanted to visit Brussels, but I didn't know that it's going to be this shit. But yeah. And obviously happy that nobody else got injured, not me, not a Marshall who could have been hit by a wheel, because we've seen it earlier happening in Formula 1 and everything. But yeah, I hope you liked this video of explanation and everything. And of course, check out the video that, well, initially I was shooting, the Crapitalism Weekly. And I was saying, well, I was shooting the part of WTF when I was explaining the crashes at the Nürburgring, and I say, oh, you probably want to see some crash. Well, I hope I'm not the one going to be crashed. And then, well, I kind of technically didn't crash. I had a small accident, but yeah. Well, I hope you learned from this. If you're ever going to go change the wheels or tires, and there is some cheap-ass body shop or wheel shop going to use the impact gun, you just say, hey, you fucking capitalist, step away from my car. Yeah, you know what I mean. Have a good day, Carmrades. Stay safe. Make sure that this is not going to happen to you. See you.